All right, this is a real question. If you're in a relationship that's different to marriage, how do you know when it gets real? Ooh. Wow. So if you're in a relationship, it's not, you're not married, you're seeing someone or whatever. How do you know if it's should be real or whatever? Look, I like to be honest, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, right? And sometimes standards are different based on culture, and sometimes it's based on upbringing. But here's the bottom line. Anytime you're in a quote unquote relationship, and that relationship is not what Allah and His Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam allow or permit, not only is it sinful, but it's unproductive. It's going to hurt you. You know, why are there so many broken hearts? Because there's so many illegitimate relationships. Does that make sense? Like, Allah doesn't want your heart to break. He doesn't want a guy to mess around with you and break your heart. But you let it be done because you're not listening to Allah. So Allah gives you all these little things to help you along the way. He says, look, I want to protect you. يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ. Allah wants to make your life easy. He tells you in the Quran, مَا أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الْقُرْآنَ لِتَشْقَى. I didn't send the Quran to make things hard on you. Meaning anytime you're going to go against what the Quran or what the Prophet ﷺ want, you're making it hard on yourself. First, sisters, I'll talk to it from a sister's perspective. What do guys want? Especially teenage guys. Teenage guys don't want to talk. They want to see or to be seen with you because it's a source of pride. It's like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. She looks like this. It's not she's smart or she gets good grades or she's from this family or she's a good Muslimah. It's really shallow. She's hot. She's beautiful. She's this, she's that, right? So guys want something to look at. And you, for young sisters, you want something or someone to talk to. Because we said women, over talk. You want someone to tell and share and, oh my God, I have so much to tell you. He's like, yes, but can we do it face to face so I can see you, right? So he wants to see her, she wants to talk to him, and it's totally separate. And men don't want the same things as women. On a psychological level they don't, and on a physiological level they don't. From a physical level and from a thinking, emotional, psychological level, two separate, totally different things. So anytime you put two people together who want two different things, you're never going to get the same outcome. The only way you're going to have something happy and pleasing to you is if both of you want the same thing. Both of you want a healthy relationship that's going to lead to marriage. Do you guys know how I got married? Do you want to know how I got married? I went on dates. Okay, I'll tell you about the dates. You're like, oh, Sheikh, I went on a date? Oh my God. All right. Now my wife used to work, she was an accounts manager where I worked. And before I was a young guy, like 25. And I was just in Australia for 3 months. I thought, okay, I'll work at this place for 3 months. I was recruited, headhunted from back home in Canada. And my dad said, okay, look, you go, when you come back, you get married, inshallah, alhamdulillah, finish your school, and you're ready for marriage. I said, yes. So when I went back to Canada in July, I used to have like 3 dinners a night at 3 different people's homes so I could see different families and different people. And subhanAllah, there wasn't anyone that I liked. They were trying to find someone appropriate for me and this and that. They were all great people in case they watch this YouTube video. They were amazing people, awesome people, the best people. But it just didn't happen, right? Because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, right? Wallahi, they were the best people. And it didn't happen. So my dad goes, so what are you going to do? I said, I don't know, inshallah, something. My dad had this fear. He thought, if Yahya gets married or finds someone in Australia, he's not going to come back to Canada. My dad's fears were correct. Not because of that, but for other reasons. So I got back to Australia, and in my mind, I always wanted to marry someone who spoke Arabic. The only reason was because I'm lazy. Remember I told you men will only do the bare minimum. I want my children to speak Arabic. Now, of course, I don't want to teach them, me. So I want a wife who's gonna teach them. That's how men think. Sisters, beware. The easiest, how am I gonna... You want me to teach them Arabic? No, you marry someone who speaks Arabic. That's how you teach them. There you go. You want them to learn Quran? You marry someone with Quran. You don't teach them yourself. That's how men are. Allah forgive us. All of us. Because I know how you all are. You all are like that. Don't lie to me. Allah is a witness of all of our hearts. It's true. But this sister, she was of a Turkish ancestry, didn't speak Arabic. But she was different to others in the sense that she didn't have that kind of, that Assalamu alaikum, brother, that kind of thing. She was just like professional. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. You just get on with the work. That's it. Assalamu alaikum, yeah, how are you, sister? Whatever. Didn't look up, nothing. So I was like, oh, that's nice, because that's what you kind of want. You don't want someone who's, that. You don't want that. Because if it happens to you, it's going to happen with others. You don't want to have that happen with others. That's embarrassing. And I knew her brother. But it had never come to my mind because I always wanted to be lazy and have someone teach my kids Arabic. So I call up her brother. Her brother, his name is Genghis, which is scary. Really? Genghis? That's your name? Like Mr. Khan? Genghis Khan? The blood lord? The killer? Yes. Be careful. I go, Genghis, do you want to go, do something? He goes, that's a strange question. We do stuff all the time. What do you mean? I go, do something. He's like, hold on, let me ask her. So hey, Yahya's on the phone. She's like, yeah. He wants me to do something. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, how embarrassing is that? I'm asking a girl's brother out to a date. So she goes, yeah, go do something. He goes, yeah, okay, I can do something. And he goes, are you going to come with your car? I go, yeah. He goes, no, don't bring your car. Now, I had a really terrible car. I lived 3 doors down from where I worked. I only bought a car because I used to like to scuba dive and I needed something to put all the scuba gear in it, and it's sandy. And I bought the car for $400, and the passenger side seat didn't have any floor. You had to sit like this. No, seriously, you could see the ground under it, right? He goes, you gonna bring that car? I was like, yeah. He goes, no, don't bring your car. I'll bring my car. I was like, all right. So we went out, had dinner, very romantic stuff. And he asked me questions. How long are you gonna be in Australia? Is that really your car? Can you afford another car? Or is that the limit of your budget? I said, no, I can get a car, whatever. Asked all these sensitive questions that you expect to be asked. And then I had my feelings hurt. He didn't call back. Normally when you go on a date, you expect someone's going to call you back. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. A week goes by. I felt terrible. Every day I go to work. Now this was important, her behavior didn't change. It was still, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Here's the work, here's this, here's that. There wasn't, Assalamu alaikum, brother Yahya. how was Jenghis's thing? You know, none of that. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. That's nice. So I call him. I go, I didn't get a call back from you. What's going on? Don't you like me? He goes, no. Look, why don't you come over for tea? I was like, tea? Wow. I'm going to have tea at your place? That's cool. I'm going to meet like the family. So they have this thing in Turkish culture that no one told me about. They should have told me about it, but no one did. The girl walks in, or the young lady walks in with a single tray, and in it is a single cup, no sugar beside it. I like my tea a little bit sweet. She serves you directly so that only you get that cup. Now in Turkish culture, if she likes you, she'll put extra sugar. So you taste it and it's sweet, so you're happy. If she doesn't like you, but doesn't want her family to know she doesn't like you, or doesn't want to embarrass you in front of them, she might leave it unsugared, or if she really hates you, put salt. So when the tea is served to me, I'm like, thanks for the tea, and I'm holding the cup. And my dad always told me, my dad's an engineer. He said, you have to try things. You shouldn't just add things because you think. And I actually remembered that. Like in my mind, why don't you just try it? But before I tried it, I said, and he was sitting at the next chair, can you pass me the sugar? He goes, no. I go, why? So all of this family, like aunts and all these people are sitting there, they start laughing at me. And I'm sitting there going, why is everyone laughing? It's just sugar, right? I go, why? He goes, look, just try the tea. I go, no, I like 2 sugars in my tea. Ya Allah, no one told me, right? He goes, Yahya, just trust me. Try the tea. I was like, all right. So I take a sip, and I go like this. I go, man, that's so sugary. You were right. So they fall on the floor laughing, right? And I go, why is everyone laughing? He goes, listen, I should have told you. I go, yes. Afterwards, of course you should have told me. How do you keep that, a secret? If she likes you, she puts extra sugar. So I couldn't even drink it. It was that sweet. It was like molasses. So I rang my dad and I go, Baba, there's a girl. He's like, oh no. Okay, who is she? What is she? Give me the details. Give me their number. Let me just get to know them. Does she have Facebook? Let me see. Right? All that kind of stuff. And he goes, okay, I'm coming. After a certain period of time, like a month. He goes, okay, when do you want me to come? I said, well, look, that was July. I told him that happened September, October, for early October. He said, okay, I'm coming November 3rd, 4th, around my birthday. He flies in and he goes, okay, where is she? I go, he just flew in. He goes, yeah, but I flew in for a reason. I go, don't you want to? He goes, no, where is she? I said, okay, this is serious now. Wow, okay. She's over there somewhere. He goes, okay, let's go. I go, but, okay, now? He's like, you brought me all the way from Canada to ask me, and that's how men are. We get scared. Weak beings. I said, yeah, okay, let's go. I rang up, yes, my dad's here. He goes, no, where are you going? I said, I'm coming with you. He goes, I don't want to see, why are you coming? I go, what? He goes, I'm going to take her to a restaurant and I want to talk to her. I was like, oh my God. My dad's going to date my wife. So he literally asked to see her at a place. She came. And until now, I have no idea what they talked about. He refused to tell me, and she refuses to tell me. They made like some And then he says, do you remember what I told you? And she goes, yes, Baba, I remember. I'm like, what did she tell you? What did you guys talk about? Still to this day, 8 years down the road, don't know a word of what was spoken. He arrived on Wednesday. His first dinner at their house was Friday, which is the day I did my nikah. One meeting, one time with their family. He said they're a good family, marry her. I'm like, whoa, you're not going to ask mom to come? He goes, no, you're coming next week. He booked her, he said, you come, we'll do another nikah, like another thing in Canada. I got married November 18, nikah. November 25th, walima. November 28th, we flew out to Canada. That's how you get married. Bada boom, bada bing. Literally. Anything other than what is effectively a goal in life is a waste of time. I want to get to know her. I want to get to know all that kind of stuff. We need to be boyfriend, girlfriend for a while. How am I going to be sure? Yeah, that's nice. But you're going to be sure when you're married, you're sure. I can guarantee you when you look at the statistics, because it's something that I've studied, those who get married with parental involvement early on in a quick marriage, their marriage lasts in comparison to those who date before marriage. Anytime someone has had multiple partners, I don't mean anything, sexual. Multiple partners where they begin to get bitter. I got dumped. Why did I get dumped? Well, because of this reason or that reason. I got this, I got that, I got that, I got that. It puts a burden on your soul and it makes life so much more difficult. And you carry so many more excessive bags. So for a question like this, about being teenage and you have needs and I want to, how do I know it's real? If it was real, he would have seen your parents. If it was real, your dad and mom would have met his dad and mom. If he cared enough, he would at least have made that step. When the Prophet ﷺ married off his daughters, he went for the best. And he would go to this person and to Ali and to Uthman. Uthman married two of the daughters of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Ali married the other daughter of the Prophet ﷺ. He went to them. It was pointed out to him, this is a good man. Fatima, she says to him, Ali, he's a good man. Musa, that's how we got married. As a girl, don't feel shy and say, Baba, or this person's a good person. What would possess you to go to a degree where you say, I want to build a relationship, I want to go through so many text messages, so many Facebooks, so many meetings, so many movies, and then doesn't work out. And do it all over again, then doesn't work out. And do it all over again, then doesn't work out. And you're going to say, Brother Yahya, that just doesn't sound like, easy. No, it's easy. When you're ready for marriage, get married. Really? That easy? Yes, when you're ready, get married. Look, get married, move on. Anything in between is unethical at times, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us with that.
We say that there might be people who say, I want to do that, but how do we know that she or he is the one?
You'll know that when you're married. Because when you're married, he or she is the one, it means they are the one. It's not they could be the one. No, they are the one because you're married. They're the one. They're the only one. Right? Yes? Do you understand what I mean? They are the one. It's not they could be the one. See, if it's anything other than that, it's is it him? But what if there's something better? You always think about something better. No, there isn't any better. When you look at some of the words that we use in Islam to talk about marriage, we call the person who gets married muhsan, fortified. It's like a fort. Muhsan. He's protected. He's found what protects him in his life. She's found who's going to protect her in her life. That's marriage for us as Muslims. It's not convenience. So it's not, oh, are they the right one? If you want to get, are they the right one? Get the parents involved. And then take a little bit of time with the parents' knowledge. Early on, if it's not the right thing, it's not. But to just try out what's happening in Damansara, let's see who's in Damansara that's available. Okay, oh no. Let's go to Bukit Jalil. No, it doesn't work that way.